Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As you probably know, the Russians launched some extraordinary and unbelievably special attack on Kiev last night. And according to the Ukrainians, the Russians launched 18 missiles, out of which 6 allegedly. All this is according to the Ukrainians. I'll let you know when the Russians are telling us something. They said that 6 of them were Kinzhal. Now, Kinzhal missiles are the hypersonic ones that cannot be shut down. Supposedly, Patriot systems destroyed one on the 4th of this month, when supposedly, again, the Russians used one. The Russians denied, said you can't because you don't have the ability to see it or the ability to hit it. You don't have it that fast, you don't see it. Anyway, hearsay, blah, blah, blah. Now, the problem is we have now videos here with what the Russians, and not only the Russians, the Americans also claim that is a missile hitting actually a Patriot system in Kiev. So this is, I have 2 videos showing how, the Patriot systems are shooting whatever, a barrage volley of missiles trying to intercept whatever they try to intercept. And at one point, you don't see anything but an explosion. And then I have some articles from the Americans stating that most likely a Patriot system was destroyed. On the other hand, we have the Americans saying, no, we don't confirm anything that was blown up. Well, how can you confirm, but since they're not yours, right? But that's going to be another issue. So let's go first to this article, first article that I have here. This is from Yahoo News. It says on the May 16th, that Ukraine intercepts all incoming Russian missiles in latest barrage. A massive barrage rocket rocked Kiev early Tuesday morning today, but it was all intercepted by Ukrainian air defense systems, according to the Ukrainian government. I watched some videos, and yes, I'm not going to go into it deeper. I'm going to go to the next article here, which comes from the Telegraph, and this is where the Patriot systems are launching whatever they're launching, and the Russians will blow something, or will be an explosion here after everything is done. So let's see what we have here. Now, this is how the Patriot shoot, and then that was one. It's going to be something that's going to show hitting before anything goes up. How long is this? Oh, it's just here. Boom. No, that was not. This is still launching up. And I mean, so they claim that one of this. So these are the Patriot hitting. Boom, right there. Right here. Ukraine claims it shot down 18 Russian missiles, including an entire volley of blah, blah, blah. So look what's going on the other Patriot. And I think in a video I've seen before, this is what he claims, that they destroyed one. But I have another one here from the Sun. Let me see here. What? Right here. I think it's the same thing as when some explosions occurred. I found another video on Hindustan Times. I'm not going to play here. Boom. Right there, well, it is. Right there, that one. I guess that probably was the one. That one. But I'm not sure if that was or not. They claim that was the explosion. But you can't tell which one is which. So anyway, this is the Sun claiming this. I'm just going to play the video up till it changes the angle. I guess that's it. This is just some images from the rest of them. So this comes from the Sun and is titled Putin blows up US Patriot missile system protecting Kiev as video shows sky filled with rockets in merciless blitz. The other one was the one that they said they didn't. And then we're going to go to the to this one right here that I just showed. This is from the Telegraph. It says Russia claims it destroyed $1.1 billion US air defense system in major attack on Kiev. Now, during intense overnight barrage, Moscow claims to have struck Patriot system with a Kinzhal missile. And this is another right here. This is, I think, the most important because this comes from Reuters. And these guys are on their side, not on the enemy side. Patriot missile defense systems in Ukraine likely damaged US sources. So, Washington, a US-made Patriot missile defense system being used by Ukraine likely suffers some damage from a Russian strike, two US officials said on Tuesday, adding that it did not appear to have been destroyed. What do you mean? They just blow the tire up? So this is, they say that the Russian defense minister said they destroyed the US-built Patriot surface-to-air missile systems with a hypersonic Kinzhal missile in an overnight strike. But that's not all of it. Let me just show you something else. So here is an interesting article coming from the New Voice of Ukraine. White House does not confirm Patriot battery was damaged in Ukraine. Why would they? What does White House have to do with a Patriot system given to the army of Ukraine? You know what I mean? So why would they confirm? Are you operating it? Is it under your command? It's like I give you something, right? Let's say I give you a car and you use the car and I don't know what you're doing with that car, but then someone asks me, hey, did, Gigi smash the car? How would I know? I don't know. I gave him the car. What would I know? So why didn't they ask, for instance, the Canadians? Hey, Canadians, do you know if the Russians blew up a Patriot? The answer would be, who knows? That's not ours. It's given to Ukraine. Or not. You see, these kind of little things, why would White House confirm or not? Do you think that the Ukrainians will tell them, hey, yes, actually it was blown up. Oh, okay. Do you think that's the way it goes? I think that those Patriot systems are not really operated by whom these guys tell us they're operated. They just have a gut feeling, okay? Otherwise, you would not involve them. Like, they would be the ultimate truth teller here. United States of America? Come on, give me a break. So, if you want to watch, it was another article, and that came from Hindustan. I have it on my thing, but I didn't want to use it because I know how it is here in this the land of the free. But I'm gonna show you, if I took a picture of it here. Yes, this is right here. I don't know if you can see it. See over there, Hindustan Times. Look for that one, and you will see the same thing, but they have little arrows. They say, hey, that's what it is. That's where they blew it. It's just an explosion that was over there as well. So I think they just cut it from that and say, that's what it is. I don't know. I'm just interpreting. I have no idea. But everything that you saw over there is what these guys are going to show you. It's the same thing. But they show you an arrow and say, hey, that's where it happened, that explosion. Because what I saw over there in that video, whenever the Patriot or whatever air defense systems they have, including Patriot, that's an explosion that, when it ignites and the rocket flies, there's an explosion that's light. So you see a light and then you see the light going up. So when you see a light, but you don't see one going up, which means a rocket or a missile going, in this case I think it's rockets, right? Then that's the explosion. And besides, you do not see the incoming missile, the Kinzhal. Why? Because it's too fast? Could be, but still should see something coming, no? But I don't know. I'm not an expert. I don't know if it... no idea how that functions before it hits the target. If it turns off, I have no idea. So this is the information and the video available regarding the claims that the Patriot system was damaged, destroyed, barely attacked, something like that. And I don't know if you observed, those Patriot systems were around a certain kind of location. I don't know if that's the Ukrainian I don't know, presidential palace, or I don't know what it is, and why would they be focused on that? During the barrage, that was not the first one that hit, it was another one, so probably they shoot a few, see where they're shooting at it, and then they pinpoint it, and then they hit it. That's how I probably would figure things out, you know what I mean? I mean, if you're not sure which one is the Patriot, you send it after you send everything, and then you see where it's coming from, so they don't have time to move. So when they're still active, and then you send it, or maybe it's coming but way after, it gives a period of time, let's say about, calculated, let's say to reach Kiev, I would give it 30 seconds before the first ones. So I send the first ones, they're gonna be shot down with a Patriot, and this one is coming, and when it's coming, I figured out where you know, it's kind of like the location, and I change the trajectory and hit it if I can do it in 30 seconds. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure things out, because they were launched before, but probably the Kinzhal was launched way behind the Calibre that were launched, or the Iskanders, because they are slower. I don't know if they were shot in the same time or not. I know there were 2 times, one between, I think it was 3 and 4, 2 and 3, and then the other one 4 and 5 a.m. on two barrages, 2 volleys. And I have another interesting article where the Russians were going to tell us how many missiles they sent. Actually, they launched. They will say they launched less than the Ukrainians claim they were launched, and not the ones that the Ukrainians are claiming. But you can't believe either of these guys. The problem is the Americans say no, it was not ours. Do you think they will say yes? They said there's no HIMARS destroyed so far. Do you believe that? I don't believe that at all. I mean, these guys have at least 2 strikes. One comes from the United States of America. Secondly, that's their weapon that they cannot say, yeah, it's a piece of shit, you know what I mean? Or, oh, the Russians were good enough to hit it. So, no, you got the past experience and, history with these guys. So anyway, this was it. You be the judge. Go and look for more, I don't know, explanations over there. Could be, could not be, I don't really care. We'll find out later, I guess, in about, as I said, 7 years or so, when we are going to be allowed to really look into it, or at least published and come with the evidence. Usually that's what happens, not right now, later. I mean, these guys claim all kind of things right now that the Russians, remember, the Russians have been losing from the beginning of this thing that in Ukraine. Is that true? I mean, I'm not saying they were winning, but definitely not losing. Winning, losing, it's like you advance, but slowly. When you advance slowly, that means you're winning. However you want to take it. Unless you say, no, you should go 50 miles per hour, but I go only 5 miles per hour, therefore you're losing. I still gain your territory. What do you want? Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.